Hello and welcome to another edition of the Stogie Review video review, and I'm back with some more bargain cigar reviews. Today I happen to have the Camacho Havana, and actually you can see that it's under my bargain ceiling from a local B&M, and I was really surprised to see that. One place I was buying these, they were almost $5 a piece. I was kind of surprised, and then I stopped in at an old favorite, a local shop down in Exton, and I found it for $2.95 a piece. So I was blown away, so I jumped online, checked the prices out, and I was surprised. I found boxes of 20 of this size, which is, say, 44 by 5.5 for $40.80 a box. That's a box of 20 from Atlantic Cigar. Now, their shipping is a little on the high side. It's $5.95 up to 4 pounds. So just for one item, it's a little bit high. So when you add all that together, you got $46.75 total. You break that down per cigar, it's $2.34 cigar, which is surprising because the one I picked up from the local shop isn't much more than that. There's not much of a markup, and that's great. I'm going to be going down there a lot more often. It's a shame it's just it's a 35-minute drive. But anyway, this has got a Havana Criollo wrapper, and it's got Corojo binder and filler. Like all the other Camachos I've smoked to date, this is a Honduran Puro also. And I'm kind of going to mix things up a little bit and use my plug cutter. I haven't used it in a while, and I'm starting to think I don't know how to use it anymore. Forgetting how it works. And as you can see, I got a nice little plug there. No cracking in the wrapper, or the cap, I should say. Everything's good so far. Overall, it looks a little on the dry side. It's got some medium-sized veins. Nothing to be concerned about at this point. It's got a semi-soft kind of feel. It's not firm, and it does have some spring to it. It's got a great smell. Pre-light draw is really loose. It's almost a little too loose. I guess it's a good thing I went with the punch this time. All the other ones I've had were a little better. They had a little bit of resistance. This one doesn't. So I'm going to go ahead and begin the toasting process. As you can see, it's producing a lot of smoke. The draw is great. Right off the bat, it's medium to full. It's got a really sharp finish. It's predominantly spicy at the moment, and I really can't pick up anything as far as base flavor goes at the moment. So I'm going to get a little bit further into this and be back in a few minutes. Well, here we are after a quick break. It's been a few minutes. Burns a little quick. The body just kind of ramped up. It's now it's full. That spice that I mentioned before is still predominantly there. It's much heavier now. It's just kind of in your face kind of spice. It's really nice. It's a bit full. I wouldn't go grab one of these if you're a medium-bodied cigar smoker. The finish is a little bit dry, but it's still sharp, like I mentioned. It's on and off real quick. The draw is just really good. It's producing tons of smoke. You know, so far there's no complaints. The burn's fairly even. It's a little bit kind of ragged. I guess I would call it just ragged, I suppose. It's kind of choppy and wavy all the way around the cigar. But kind of all around the cigar is burning fairly the same. You know, there's no canoeing or anything like that going on. You know, there's not a whole lot to say at this point. It does taste like it's building, and it's going to get progressively stronger as I smoke, and I'm looking forward to that. It's just one of them kind of cigars where it really hits you in the beginning, and then you kind of get used to it, and just kind of let it build and build, and you really enjoy it. So I'm going to smoke a little bit more, take a quick break, and back in a little bit. Well, I'm back, and hasn't even been 5 minutes. It seems as though I spoke a little too soon about that burn. As you can see, it's pretty good on this side, but when you get around to this side, it appears as though I hit a spot that was maybe had a little void in the filler or something, because it just rapidly just burned, just made a beeline right for the wrapper. And now it's producing a lot less smoke, so I'm getting, you know, it's probably not burning correctly. I'm getting too much air in one side, and it's a mess at the moment. I'm going to attempt to fix it just by touching up one side. I don't know if that's going to work or not. I'm just hoping it doesn't progress and continue to canoe up one side. And all I'm going to do to try to correct this is just attempt to quicken the burn on one side, the side opposite the canoeing. That should be pretty self-explanatory. Now, when you're trying to touch up something that's this bad, you need to be really careful, because you're going to get the tobacco overly hot and it's going to start to taste foul. So you really need to take your time, try to correct it a little bit, let it sit and cool, try to correct it a little bit more, and hopefully everything will even out and we'll be alright. So I'm going to continue to do that off and on, and you know, hopefully I'll be back in a little bit with a good burning cigar and not just a stub that I'm going to toss in the ashtray. So let's cross our fingers and hope for the best. Well, here we are again. It's been a few minutes, and as you can see, the burn has straightened out. Took a little bit of patience. The only time I had to torch it was when I was on camera. Once the burn sped up on the one side, I was able to just slowly smoke it, and it kind of caught up, and now we're back to normal. The funny thing is, that's the first time I've ever had that happen with a Camacho Havana. So don't let that fool you, or you know, don't let that convince you not to buy it. It's you know, it's a good cigar, and it's kind of a fluke. You know, you get a bad cigar from any cigar maker, you know, on occasion. The body, it seemed to mellow a little bit. It's not as powerful as it was, but it's still full-bodied. The spice mellowed a little bit also. The finish is still sharp. It's still short. It's still slightly dry, but it's a good cigar overall. I'm really enjoying it. I'm getting some like a mild sweetness on my lips every now and again, and it really adds to the whole experience. And kind of getting like an off and on sort of leathery flavor every now and again. You know, it's doing good. This is one of the cigars that I really enjoy, and I'm going to enjoy them even more now that I realize that they aren't close to $5 a piece, and that I was overpaying. So make sure you look around, and definitely get these for, you know, between $40 and $60 a box. I wouldn't go crazy and spend more than that, because you can definitely get them cheaper. Well, I'm going to smoke some more. Going to keep enjoying the cigar, and probably be back in a little bit, wrap things up. The burn's pretty quick, so I don't imagine this cigar is going to last a whole lot longer. So I'll be back then, and we'll wrap things up. Well, as you can see, this cigar is coming to a close. It's been very enjoyable so far. You know, I had that little bit of a rocky point with a little bit of canoeing going on, but once that cleared up, it was really enjoyable. The finish is still fairly short. The body's still full. It's beginning to pick up again, and I'm sure it's just because it's this short and everything's kind of building up at the end. I'm still getting a little bit of leathery flavors here and there, and that sweetness is gone, and now I'm starting to pick up sort of a peppery flavor, and the spice is very heavy. You know, it's just been a really enjoyable cigar. I really like these. So for $2 and some change, I really think this is a very good bargain cigar, and definitely a cigar to try, especially if you're a Camacho nut like I am. I really like. I've liked every Camacho that I've had so far, so including the Candela, which a lot of people don't like, but I thought that was a nice mix-up. Maybe I'll do a review on that, a video review that is, soon, because the written review is up on StogieReview.com, and it has been for a while. It's in the past review index. So, really not a whole lot to say at this point. It's been a fantastic cigar, with the exception of the burn issue. Produces lots of smoke. It's a powerful cigar. Definitely not for the mild-bodied smoker. So, like always, thanks for watching.